First of all, I want to just say how grateful I am that you're willing to share some time with me this morning. I truly accept your time as a gift, and I would like to return the favor and invite you to my place. So if anyone is willing to be around 500 children, which is a jolt of joy, I promise you, I encourage you to come on over to Dorsa Elementary School and meet some of the families and the children. You will find 500 well-behaved, charming children, grateful parents, dedicated teachers, and it's a beautiful campus. And it will really, truly inspire you to continue to do the work you're doing. So please come. That's a standing invitation. And I'll check names later to make sure you really showed up, because I am a principal. So I wanted to share with you that being a principal is a really hard job. When I was a teacher, I always thought, oh, I never want to be a principal. But over and over again, I found failing education systems that weren't supporting good teachers. And so I decided to become a principal to help the good teachers find the way to doing high quality education. And I chose, since the start of my career, to be in high poverty areas because I really wanted to make a difference. I really believe that education can empower and change the world. I didn't expect, however, to become a social worker. But when you work in a low-income community and you're the principal, you are a social worker. And so I spend a good part of my job now doing social work. Because although it takes a village to raise a child, if the village is broken, they're not very good at raising children. And then the gang members and the drug dealers and the shark loan guys and the shysters and the slumlords win because they're such easy victims. So in order to raise that village, to raise the child, the schools and the churches have to support the community. And then the community raises the village, which raises the child. So I do a lot of work with the community, and United Way is a huge part of that work that I do. And in fact, without United Way, truthfully, I think I would have burned out already and I'd be looking for a new career. And just to give you an example, when I got to Dorsa School 3 years ago, the campus was littered with garbage, needles, beer cans, and graffiti. United Way organized with many local businesses a school beautification day. And it is now one of the prettiest campuses in Alum Rock. And the families and the community take pride in that school. And I don't get any more graffiti. It's done. It's over because they care about their campus. Over the summer, you helped us fund the Bridge to Kindergarten program. So these low-income families can't afford preschool, so they get on a waiting list, which is about 2 miles long, and most of them don't get preschool at all. You can imagine having children come into school that have never held a pencil, don't know their letters, don't know their sounds, compared to the students who did come in kindergarten ready. And the stark difference, and the teachers trying to keep accelerating the kids who are ready, but also catching up the kids who aren't. It's a tough job, but the Bridge to Kinder program that we had this summer closed that gap. We were able to bring those children in and give them a 4-week instructional program to show them how to hold a pencil and use the bathroom by themselves and learn to write their names. And we also had a parenting component. And one of the contrasts in my mind is the difference between these families who over and over again on the last day of our graduation for the family involvement piece said, I didn't know it was that important to read to my child. I didn't realize that I had to have books in the home. I didn't think it was that big of a deal to take my child to the library. And I contrast that with my sister who lives in Redwood City. Her kindergartner graduated at a 2nd grade reading level. And when I said, Becca, how did you get Alec to be at that amazing reading level? She said, I read to him. Bedtime, we went to the library, I just read to him. She has a doctoral degree in education, but she didn't have to do anything different than bring books into the home. These brand new families had no role models and no information about that. And if it had not been for your program, they would still be there. But now they're reading to their children and they're kindergarten ready. We got backpacks as a coordination through United Way and Family Giving Tree. Last week, I had the honor of passing out a backpack to every single one of my 508 students. I had kids in tears. I had parents coming after school hugging me over and over again. Families talking about how they would have to make the choice between paying PG&E or giving their kids school supplies. We solved that problem. United Way has helped us work with Family Giving Tree. Family Giving Tree is going to give every single one of our students a holiday gift. Every single child. And they got to fill out a little wish list from a pre-designated list of prizes. It was sad but not shocking to me to see that 1/3 of my students asked for shoes and bedding. Because even though they have a choice to pick a toy, What they really need is shoes. They need good tennis shoes, and they know that their families can't afford them. And so even though that's heartbreakingly sad, on January 6th, and you're welcome to come join me, I get to hand them a pair of shoes that they can use, hopefully, for the rest of the year. And that will make a big difference in their lives. And every time United Way or any other organization comes in and they help us with the uniform drive, we have a sock drive, we have a shoe drive, I have the food bank coming in, I have health clinics coming in. Anytime the agencies come in, I always turn to the families and the children and I say, this is not a gift, this is an investment. We are investing in your future, and we expect you to grow up and be productive and helpful, and we expect you to stop crime, fix the environmental pollution issues, make politics and education more equitable, and give back to your community. And every single time I say that, the children say, I will. A lot of our boys want to be police officers, many want to be soldiers. A lot of our girls want to be teachers. But every single child on that campus gets it, that you're investing in them, and they take it seriously, and it makes a huge difference. And I couldn't do my job without your partnership. So on behalf of Dorsa School and a community in East San Jose, I want to thank you. And the children, with some of their backpack materials, made some drawings that they asked me to bring to you. So we're passing around a free drawing from children that are just happy. They're happy to be at Dorsa, and they're happy to have your support. And as we strengthen this village through your community support, we will see a reduction in crime, we will see a reduction in poverty, and we will see changes, because that's the formula and it works every time. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all that you do, and please come visit us at Dorsa.